Bar crimes. Police say late-night violence is a growing threat. What you need to know to stay safe while out on the town.
On the job hunt, Elon seniors eager for employment are getting into the search early this year.
High-speed rail. Elon might be on the fast track for a train station with speedy access to big cities.
Elon's campus remember first-year student Michelle Fletcher.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Jasmine Spencer.
And I'm Mallory Lane. Elon students are remembering one of their own. First-year student Michelle Fletcher died Friday morning. She collapsed while walking to her 925 class outside of McMichael. Fletcher was taken to Alamance County Regional Medical Center where she was pronounced dead. Pheonix14 contacted the medical examiner's office for Fletcher's autopsy report, but it is currently incomplete. We will bring you the latest on Fletcher's death when more information is available. Fletcher was a part of this community and students shared stories of her with Pheonix14. We will have more on Michelle's life and impact on campus later in the show.
Bar fights at Elon. A series of incidents this past year at local bars have some wondering if that's too much. In January, a Burlington man pulled a gun in the Sandy's parking lot. He didn't want to pay the $3 cover charge and pointed the gun at the bouncer when he was told to leave. A couple of weeks ago, a biker group started a fight at the Fat Frog right before closing. On September 11th, an Elon student assaulted a police officer at Sandy's, and the next day, a man was shot and killed at Club Kryptonite in Burlington. Sophie Nielsen-Colding spoke with the community about the local bar scene and joined us live in the heart of Elon with more. Sophie?
After the shooting at Club Kryptonite, a gun pulled at Sandy's, and a biker gang causing trouble at the Fat Frog. Being safe when you go out is not just about calling safe rides. I spoke with many different sides to try and figure out where these problems start. For many Elon students, a night out means a night at the bar. But after a number of violent crimes in the past year, bar safety is an issue for local police. Elon Chief of Police Lavelle Levette said students are part of the problem.
College students, they just lack life experience. And sometimes they make really stupid decisions. Sometimes they make decisions based on alcohol influence, which generally are stupid things to do.
Even though there have been violent incidents in the past, Izzy Myers isn't afraid to go out.
I do think that the Elon bars are safe. The only one I go to is West End, and I've never felt in danger there.
Sandy's, along with the other local Elon bars, are popular places to party, but they are off campus. This means that Elon students are mixing with Elon locals.
I think that maybe those places feel more unsafe because locals go there.
Peter Ustak, general manager and co-owner of the Fat Frog, said that his bars managed a smooth mix between the two.
And our goal was to be able to create a place, because we knew before this there was nowhere else in Elon that students and community could combine and coincide together in a safe environment. I think we've been very successful so far.
Elon resident Grant Fox offers a local perspective.
I've only seen one fight at Sandy's, and I've seen no fights at Fat Frogs. So
Why do you think that is?
I think it's two different crowds.
Chief Levette said that there have been more violent crimes in Burlington than in Elon. She says Elon is safe, but there are occasional conflicts. Some of these have been caused by locals, but Elon students also need to be respectful of the community. Chief Levette recently drove past an off-campus party.
And as we go through, you get this group of 3 guys over there yelling, "The police." Now that is not the right thing to do if you're trying to be unobtrusive. You know you're 18 and you're not supposed to be drinking, and you yell for us to come and get you.
Problems stem from both sides, and Fox has 2 pieces of advice to avoid conflict.
I would just say don't drink too much and mind your manners.
Chief Levette said if students are ever unsure about the bar they're going to call the local police station and ask about recent incidents. She also said that if the bar ever feels aggressive, students should just leave. Back to you guys.
Windows smashed and 3 Burlington teens are now behind bars. Burlington police charged Brendan Holt, Peter Allen, and Andre Marsh with 17 counts of injury to personal property, 3 counts of breaking and entering of a motor vehicle, and 3 counts of larceny. Charges come after windows were smashed in cars at the post office, probation office, and multiple school buses at the YMCA. The teens are also responsible for stealing fire extinguishers from the Glenwood apartments and spraying vehicles in the parking lot, according to Burlington Police. The 3 are being held in the Alamance County Jail on more than $30,000 secure bond.
And now an update on College Street Tap House, the new pub that's taking over Lighthouse Tavern. Pheonix 14 previously reported that the tap house will open today, but while the outside design is complete, the doors are still closed. Owner Chris Russell says the pub will open next weekend after the building undergoes inspection. College Street Tap House will be open Wednesdays through Saturdays and serve draft beers and wine.
Best-selling author John Meacham is on campus tonight. The former Newsweek editor is giving a speech on his book about America's 7th president and Jackson. In his speech, Meacham will talk about how Jackson rose to power and stayed there. But lessons from Jackson's time aren't stuck in the past. Meacham had this to say about the relevance of Jackson's presidency to the Elon's community.
I think you learn in communities how to get along in a way that encourages respectful but vigorous debate.
Meacham is speaking at 7:30 p.m. tonight in McCrary Theater. Admission is $12 or free with an Elon ID. Not even halfway through the fall semester, but the end of the school year will sneak up on seniors sooner than they know it.
Pheonix 14's Jeff Ankerman took a look at what seniors are doing to prepare for the post-grad job hunt.
It's a month into school, and Elon students are already back into the swing of things. But some of Elon's seniors, like Carl Dagger, are thinking about their futures and have already started looking for jobs.
I am pretty nervous with the job search just because I'm a senior and I have no idea what I'm going to do next year, and that in of itself is scary.
Dagger isn't alone. Executive Director of Elon Career Services, Tom Vecchione, says there has been a 10% increase in the number of student appointments. He thinks tough economic times are partly to blame.
Played a role. I think students, Elon students, and students nationally have come to understand either through their own personal family dynamics and certainly either directly or indirectly through the news media that it's pretty competitive out there.
This is why Career Services is encouraging Elon students to gain a culture of career readiness and start the job search early. Career Services have held numerous events this fall for Elon students, including a job search boot camp. This session taught students the importance of standing out among other performers. Director of Employer Relations Bob Woodward says their main goal is to teach students how to promote themselves.
To succeed. That includes creating a comprehensive self-marketing campaign involving a resume, involving interview preparation to learn how to be a standout candidate when it comes time to interface with employers.
Even though it is mostly seniors now looking for jobs, it's not too early to make an appointment with Career Services. Michelle Jones, Assistant Director of Career Services of Arts and Sciences, had some advice for underclassmen.
My recommendation for freshman, sophomore, or even junior is to really get involved through Elon. Take advantage of all the opportunities Elon has to offer.
While the job hunting is for the seniors, the preparation starts when you first get on campus. Get involved and start promoting early. Jeff Ackerman, Pheonix 14 News Tonight.
And if you're behind on figuring out what to do after college, register for the Graduate and Professional School Fair on October 14th. Elon University may soon be getting an addition to its graduate program. The school is taking steps to develop a physician assistant program, which some faculty members say it's long overdue. According to Jared Wilmington, Elon's Senior Vice President for Business, Finance, and Technology, the addition of the PA school will greatly improve the science curriculum. Though Elon has not yet purchased the building for the program, the school is looking at several potential buildings while waiting for the approval from the faculty and board.
The city of Burlington could soon be home to many more residents, but not because of new home construction. Our Drew Smith joins us live from Garden Road in Alamance County to explain why the city boundaries have been redrawn. Drew?
Good evening, Mallory. We're in the western section of Alamance County, the area known as the University Drive Corridor. The area has seen a surge of development in recent years, thanks in part to growth at Elon University. Now the Burlington City Council is moving forward on a plan to annex 9 unincorporated county areas of the city, including this neighborhood right here, later in the year.
To get to David Flum's house, turn off Church Street onto Burlington-maintained Random Lane. But when you turn onto this portion of Garden Road where he lives, you're no longer in the city of Burlington.
This is a little tiny island of county surrounded by Burlington City.
Flum has lived on unincorporated land for 23 years.
You'll like the house. I've been working on it.
He's always had to rely on the county, not the city, for his municipal needs.
I have well and septic. Okay, now well and septic's not a bad deal, as long as you don't have trouble.
If Burlington decides to add these areas to its city limits, the residents here will get emergency services, water, and garbage pickup, and the city will add more than $1 million in tax revenue.
Some of these boundaries...
Daniel Schaffner of the Burlington Planning Department says it is a positive change, clearing up confusion for police and fire responders.
If you're going down the road, such as Garden Road, you're going in and out of these smaller jurisdictions. You're in and out of the city limits. Therefore, if you call 911 for an accident or some other type of emergency, the 911 center may not know exactly who to send.
Flum disagrees, afraid the annexation is simply about raising money for the city, and he'll be forced to pay more in taxes and fees.
I don't want to be annexed. Okay, so now we're talking that I have to cough up $120 to $130 a month to live in my own home. All right, well, that's getting kind of pricey.
The plan will go before a city council vote in the coming months. Now, the 9 areas and just under 700 residents could be annexed into the city by December of this year. We're live in Alamance County. I'm Drew Smith, Pheonix 14 News Tonight.
Coming up on Pheonix 14 News, midterm elections are still more than a month away, but students at Elon need to start thinking about how they will cast their ballots. We have the steps to obtain your absentee ballot and what resources are available.
Commuting between home and Elon is getting more convenient. A faster ground alternative is on its way. Find out where it's coming and when you can start riding.
In tragedy at Elon, students remember Michelle Fledger for her smile and joy. Learn more about Fledger and her untimely death.
Just more than a month until Election Day, and North Carolinians are sharing their thoughts on politicians and candidates.
How is President Obama handling his job? North Carolinians are evenly split on that one, but ask about Congress and you'll get a very different answer.
The latest Elon poll found that while residents are split on Obama, they aren't happy with how Congress is doing.
Nearly 70% of respondents said that they disapprove with Congress's job, while 47% both approved and disapproved of President Obama.
As for the upcoming Senate race, 44% of North Carolinians polled believe Senator Richard Burr is highly qualified. Compare that to 27% believing his opponent Elaine Marshall is highly qualified. When asked if Senator Burr deserves to be reelected, however, only 29% said he does.
As of now in North Carolina, the Democratic Party leads the Republican Party by 6% according to the poll. Still, a third of the respondents aren't sure who they will vote for come November.
And on the issues, majority of all North Carolinians believe that President Barack Obama's policies have made economic conditions better.
49% oppose additional stimulus funds, and when asked about their projected financial situation at the end of the year, only 27% believe that theirs will improve.
Lastly, when asked about the drilling off the coast of North Carolina, there was a decrease in support from 64% to 51%.
The midterm elections are just around the corner here. On Tuesday, November 2nd, voters will head to the polls to cast their votes. Here in Alamance County, we will be voting for a U.S. Senator, Sheriff, and Court of Appeals judges, just to name a few.
In mid-October, Pheonix 14 will bring you an election special going through the major candidates, explaining the issues and letting you know where the candidates stand. We want to give you the tools to make informed decisions come Election Day.
After the polls close November 2nd, tune into Pheonix 14 for a roundup of the results and live coverage from both Senator Burr and Elaine Marshall's campaign headquarters.